So what does this year look like? Because we spoke about the Tennessee National, and then you're going to do some of the Pro Downhill series, and I'm spitballing, spreading soft rumors. Like I'm like, does Gwin do all the World Cups? And you just mentioned your first round is only round two. So if I heard that correctly, you're not doing round one.
Yeah, yeah. So
So you're
I'm
not doing a full series. So I was half
yeah.
right.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the plan is, and the plan can change. I've got good flexibility in my program this year, but the plan for now is to race probably 7 out of the 10 World Cups. I think I will probably miss Poland, Val d'Isole, and Switzerland, which kind of sucks because those are three of my favorite. I haven't raced Poland, but it looks like it would be a good track for me. Val d'Isole is probably my favorite track on the circuit. But I'm missing them just because the schedule is just gnarly this year. Like we're really busy. We got a lot going on. There's 10 World Cups now. The way they scheduled the races the first part of the year is like there's Poland, and then I think there's one weekend off, and then there's the next two races, and then one weekend off, and then Val d'Isole, and then one weekend off, and then two races, and then one week. It's literally like I just would need to go to Europe and just live there for the first like 3 months of the season, or fly back and forth like 6 times in 2 months. And I don't really want to do either one of those things, to be honest. Um, so I think I'm fortunately in a position with my sponsors and stuff now, our partners. They really like what I'm doing, the media that I'm doing when I do race, kind of what that provides. So they're kind of all like, dude, World Cups are cool, but if you want to just like race a lot and do media stuff and all that for us, like I don't really care if you race all the World Cups or not. So I'm like, okay, so on one hand, it's going to be really difficult for me as a competitor to not race all the World Cups and kind of chase a World Cup title type of thing, or have an opportunity to be in the hunt. But I've always wanted to do the U.S. National Series, and it's kind of gone up and down through my career. On like some years it's been really big and successful, and some years I feel like we haven't even really had one. Right now, the Pro Downhill Series is like really starting to take off here in the US. Like Clay's doing a great job. The tracks are good. The media is great. The competition's really good. Like they're really cool races to do. And I really enjoy doing them because these are like the people that have kind of supported me through my whole career. Like they're hometown fans. So to call it like everybody in the US, I kind of consider a hometown fan at this point. Like these are the people that have watched me, supported me. I've raced around. So when I go to these races, like I really love being at those races with the people that are out here. I like that the fans that are watching are also racing. Like these are Cat 2, 3 guys, they're also on the track. You get to talk to them in the pits. They're like, "Oh, what do you think about your bike setup and how do you run your brakes?" And I'm like, "Well, here's my bike. Go pedal it around the parking lot. You can feel it for yourself." It's like you get to have some like interactions and kind of like time with people that are hard to get at World Cups. Like World Cups, you're so zoned in, you're so like the schedule is really busy. Like you don't have a lot of time for anything but just race and hotel and rest and repeat. So yeah, I'm gonna do the whole U.S. National Series this year. Just always kind of been a dream of mine to want to do that, and usually I do one a year, and so I'll get to do all of them. Did the Tennessee National yesterday. Obviously, I'm gonna do Sea Otter in a couple weeks. I really like that event for the same reason. Like you get to just kind of hang out with everybody, and all my partners are like all the brands are there, so I get to catch up with them. We'll do Crankworks in the summer. So I think like my schedule this year, I think I'm scheduled to do like 18 races. I think it's like more races than I've ever done in a year. But out of those 18 races, I think like 11 of them are in the US. So I'll just fly to Europe, I think 3 times. And each time I go over, I do 2 races back to back and come home. So it's just a lot easier of a travel schedule for me. Being a North American athlete and a North American team, racing in Europe, like it's just like it's a lot. I've been doing it for a lot of years, so I'm just trying to kind of find a schedule. I really want to compete for wins at the World Cup level. Like I have that competitiveness in me and that kind of fire still. So I don't want to step away from that. And maybe even next year, depending on how the year goes, maybe I'll step back into a full season. I don't know. But this year I was like, I really want to keep competing at that level, but I want to do these other events that I've always wanted to do. And I want to do more racing, but I also want to be home more. I don't want to like go to Europe for the whole summer. Like I got like my wife's here and we got chickens at our house and we got the bike park here and we like things that I kind of want to be around, like I just don't want to be gone all the time. traveling for 3 or 4 days to go do a US race, most of which we can drive to, is a whole lot different than flying to Europe for a month at a time. If the World Cup Series was in the US, I'd probably race another 10 years or something. I don't know. But it's the travel that is really difficult year over year. So yeah, that's kind of my schedule this year. Bit of a hybrid schedule. Hope to race world champs, and yeah, 7 of the 10 World Cups. Yeah, that's the plan.
It makes total sense. Like that's what burnt me out, the traveling and living out of a bag. So I think at this point in your career, I think we're lucky that you decide to do something like that because it's going to give you another year or five or more. Like if you're still competitive at the US Nationals and they're growing, I love what Clay's doing. Going to US Open, yeah, it brought back all the memories of racing in America. It just is
Yeah,
a different vibe.
totally.
I loved World Cups. I love the vibe of Europe, but it's totally different.
Yeah,
Those
for
fans are
sure.
different to the American fans, as well as the culture and just simple things like certain hotels you stay at the East Coast in America versus the European chalets. Like
Yeah,
everything's different, and you've done it for so long. Like you have earned this right to decide what to do, and it's awesome you've got partners for it, and it's awesome we've got an American series that I really hope goes from strength to strength.